Good morning.
Hello.
There we are.
Someone calling my phone?
Not yet. Not yet.
The money's not calling?
The money's not
I think the money's calling.
Do you?
I mean, it is the fund drive.
Do they know what number to call? Do they have the number to call to give the money?
You haven't given it to them yet,
Okay,
so I'm going to
guys,
say no.
I'm going to apologize. You've probably been waking up early, so you can it's the fund drive. I want to get all of the money from my wallet into XRAY.
But you have to put it through the intermediary, which is the News with My Fiancé peer-to-peer page.
Right.
We will hand the money over, I promise.
Right. No. It won't be any issues or anything.
None.
No delays.
None.
They'll get the money.
Immediate.
Yeah.
But it must come through our page. It's a condition.
Yeah, that's all.
A term and condition.
Term and condition.
Of you listening to this show.
Yeah.
You cannot give to another peer-to-peer page. I think Nina's going to be mad at me for that one.
But if you did want to call and talk to someone, the pledge line is 503-233-9729. Again, that's 503-233-9729. Man, we jumped right into the business. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning. Hi, fiancés.
As soon as the mics got live, we were like, give us money.
Open your wallet.
Turn it over. Fiancés have expenses.
I mean, we kind of do.
Yeah, no, we do. It's true. It's true.
We just want to continue to be on the radio over here at XRAY.
Yeah.
XRAY. Yeah. I missed that part. I said that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. I don't know, but if we could find that drop, it'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
True. It would be great. Throwback stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been a week since the last show.
Indeed.
And it has also been a week, just in general.
Just like a month and a week.
Yeah.
It was not all good just a week ago.
No.
But it's way worse this week.
Yeah.
Is how I'm feeling.
Yeah. With the exception of our in-studio guest.
We do have, today's a day.
Today is a day. We do have King EDO of the numbers in the building, shadowing us this morning. We got some things going on with the numbers soon.
Wild.
Some live situations. So just kicking in here, getting the lay of the land.
Yeah. Checking the board.
Yeah.
Probably bored. But yeah.
Oh,
and we may even have a call in.
Yes.
So
hopefully I'll keep double checking the social medias for that.
Yeah, it could be a packed day, and it'll be a packed day no matter what.
Right.
And by day I mean the next hour and a half of your life.
Yeah. Chocked full of not just news and views, but fund drive requests.
Yes.
Part with your funds. We're driving you to part with your funds.
Show us the money.
Right.
But not like Jerry Maguire. That's not what I mean when I say, or is it? I think it is.
Is it, is the space safe enough for me to say I've never seen that movie?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that takes nothing away from your life. Okay. You've not missed anything. Just a cultural moment that wasn't,
Okay. All
right, I think you're fine.
So it's not like when I waited so long to watch School Days.
I mean, did you really want to admit that live on the radio? Seems wild to say.
Well, I mean, I just, I want to be honest with our fiancés. That's all.
But you have seen it now.
I have seen it. I have indeed. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
I'm actually a little worried that you've not seen it. There's part of me. No. What? Oh. How'd we go backwards?
I just wasn't sure what you...
Stick with me. Okay.
No, because for certain I've seen it because I had to see it as as not a dare, but remember for 2 on Live Radio.
They're called requirements.
It was a requirement
for life.
Okay, I don't know all that.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I felt a little bit. I felt more black after watching it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Sure.
Gonna take away some of Spike's best work. You went and saw Bamboozled, I bet, in the theater.
Bamboozled was amazing. I have it on VHS.
See?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anywho,
you gotta see Bamboozled, guys. The roots are in it.
I feel like they didn't see it.
See Bamboozled. Kidding me? I'm watching Bamboozled.
The fund drive.
Yes, that's the point I was circling back around to, primarily to let you guys know, as we are on the air, I am updating the link in our bio for the News My Fiancé Instagram.
Come through, Ambush.
So you can get to that peer-to-peer page. So you can find the page that you need.
To drop the ducats.
Come on, man. You need a ducat bucket. You need to know where the ducats are going.
That is the bucket.
Hey, you know? Hey.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it. Ambush, thank you. This is something I think we were supposed to do days ago. Again, I say, Nina, it was done. You know, Ambush didn't mean to say on the radio that it wasn't.
Wow.
He didn't mean to say that.
Wow. Okay.
This is what happens when there's an in-studio guest. I apologize. I am showing up and showing out.
The cutting of the ups. Wow. Yes. Wow. Okay.
Trying to bring some levity to a, tough week.
I think you're succeeding.
It just sometimes at your expense. And I'm going to take this moment to apologize.
Well,
I feel like you feel attacked, and I didn't mean to.
Ever so slightly.
Yeah.
But, we're bringing a little bit of, our playful banter into the air. This is how we do it.
Okay. Man. I feel the same exact way.
Oh, do you?
Yes, absolutely.
So was it kind of like, apology unnecessary at this point?
Absolutely. But, when you are a great communicator, you just really want to make sure that everyone understands where you're at and what you meant, how you feel. I think I'm right.
Cool. Cool.
I appreciate you updating that link. I am just going to say it's 7:40 and there's not a text message yet. So that must mean that they're all going to the News with My Fiancé peer-to-peer page and throwing money in the bucket.
It's got to be it.
It has to be it.
It's got to be it.
That's my thought. So good morning, fiancés. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff today. And all of that stuff is what is happening in Israel and Palestine, Gaza, West Bank.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. Deciding, we're going to be, we're going to back the blue.
Really?
Got to give the money up to the right situation in their mind. And I think that they're just showing us exactly the priorities that we've always known, but just being real loud about it,
Okay, so I'm so sorry. I'm being attacked from several different places.
Get it together is all I'm trying to say.
I got a text message on my phone.
Someone's not supposed to be looking at their phone, but I digress.
Good morning. This is Scott Baio. I've been trying to reach you about your Oregonian extended warranty for some time now.
Rudo!
So that's on the cellular device.
Then
in the text threads, we got adding the Staple Spine's peer-to-peer link. What?
In my bio. Great idea.
Great idea.
I don't know what's happening with your eyeballs.
I don't know. I gotta clean my glasses.
Yeah.
Someone's already a supporter, so good morning. Hello.
Oh, hello.
All right.
Thank you. Big reggae horns. You already know.
And we got a hi. Hey, I'm here. We're here. Hi. Doing it. Trying to do my social media post right quick so I can pay attention to y'all.
Wait a minute, though. You skipped one.
Well, did I? What happened?
It says, morning, fiancés. Sunday is old Rudo's birthday.
Shut up. Rudos don't have birthdays. This is like every Rudo I've known has never had a birthday.
That's wild.
Yeah.
What about the Scott Baio Rudos that you know?
I'm cutting your mic off.
Oh, okay.
How disrespectful.
No, I mean,
do not bring Rudo's jokes into our relationship.
You just read it. What am I supposed to do? You want me to not be relevant? You just said...
You want me to not be relevant?
Come on.
This is what you said.
They're called a callback. Okay? You started, I finished. There's another way to say that.
Yeah. Okay.
You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
Okay.
No?
All right. Thanks, Hope. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Okay. All right. I'm still on the mission to update the bio. And it's looking pretty good here. Looking pretty good. What do they have available to them today?
As in, if you support X-Ray monetarily today, yes. What do they get? Is that what you are asking me?
What do they get?
Well, I'll tell you, Ambush. First of all, I feel like maybe we should just say we have goals. They're show goals.
Oh,
okay. Show goals. They can't give money to our peer-to-peer page for us to buy a house, Ambush. That's not how that works. Okay, that's definitely not how it works.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If there were any confusion, I think I'm going to clear that up in this moment.
I'll check with Nina.
You know what? You do that. Yeah, you ask Nina about where the money goes.
Since you know so much, since you're so informed. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, we have show goal. Our show goal is currently listed at $300. And I think you know that is not actually our goal.
It's not how we do.
$3 million.
Yeah.
Off top.
Hard cash.
Off top.
Hard cash.
Help.
Let's come on.
I know that a few of you know Phil Knight, and he loves to throw money around. It's usually to the wrong places. So direct him to our peer-to-peer page, because that's where his money should be going right now.
Come on. You know where the money resides. We're just asking you to share that address with us.
Okay,
bring
so
the money through.
Bring it through. So today's total goal for the station is $5,000 total raised. And there's a couple ways we can break this goal down. We want to get 35 total givers.
Right.
But what I really want to see is 8 new members. Are there 8?
I think so.
I mean, I think that a lot of our fiancés are already members.
Yeah.
So we may not get new members, but I do want to see some new members, because that's a part of the goal too. And I like to make Nina happy, and I want to be the show that brings in the 8 new members, because that's the whole goal. And then anything else is extra.
Precisely.
You know what I'm saying? There is a match. There's a challenge match, $1,200 from a new X-Ray supporter who wants to carve out space for local artists and creative expression. So when we get that $1,200, we get another $1,200.
Bam.
Yeah.
It's a match.
Thank you.
It's a match.
We're going to talk about the fund drive throughout the show.
Yeah, that's what you're here for.
We're going to tell you the pledge line one more time, 503-223-9729. 503-233-9729.
Mm-hmm. And if it's easier for you to remember, 503-233-XRAY.
Yeah. Do phones still work that way?
I really don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, it might. Maybe there's flip phones out there. And it makes sense.
That's what all the kids are using these days. Mm-hmm. They're going back to flip phone.
They're smart.
Ado is confirming that you can still...
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Absolutely.
Okay, so we're good. It is official. Our peer-to-peer page is in the bio of News of My Fiancé's Instagram.
No excuses now.
Yeah,
1,
stop playing around, guys.
Go follow. And 2, drop the ducat.
Yeah. Like, again, you mentioned the goal for today, 300, pish posh, 3 million.
3 million.
And let's be serious about it, guys.
Okay.
Let's,
By the time we're off the air, 300,000. I think that's reasonable.
That's an hour and some change. That's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can do this. An hour and 12 minutes to be exact.
300 thou wow.
300 thou wow. And, stretch goal 3 million. Run it. Is there anything else to talk about? I mean, really.
Nina, I want to apologize. I have inspected Morgan thoroughly.
We'll keep going in a bit.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're definitely going to be discussing Palestine again this week. Like Morgan mentioned, hopefully one of the homies will be able to join us for a part of the conversation. But I remember last week we were talking about how people were saying, just not really knowing how to approach the situation. We had celebrities out here, just jumping the gun, and fighting for. I don't know what that's like. I gotta feel like media space and fighting for relevancy in social media, being a part of your marketing campaign is got to be a really tough job, right? Because here you are, you're fighting against other celebrities and personalities across so many different industries. And I gotta say, they're not talking about The Rock right now. It's the World Series. I gotta be relevant. Like, I can't even imagine. But
do you think that's what Amy Schumer is doing?
Oh.
I didn't mean to take the air out of the room. I mean, like, but is that what Amy Schumer is doing?
Amy Schumer wants us to take a music break, but we're not.
I mean,
what is...
Make it a 10-minute long music break.
For anyone that is unaware, what is Amy doing again? What again?
Well, so last week, I believe it was when she posted, or it could have been earlier this week. I don't remember.
Right.
But she posted a graphic that says, first they came for LGBTQ and I stood up because love is love. Then they came for immigrants and I stood up because families belong together. Then they came for the Black community and I stood up because Black lives matter. Then they came for me, but I stood alone because I am a Jew.
Oh, wow.
I think that was earlier this week. Maybe top of the week. Not sure. She got properly roasted for that one.
The kids call it ratio?
Definitely.
Okay.
In IRL too. Like, I don't think they mess with her at all. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And then she's just doing a lot of propaganda. So she's going hard in the paint in her Instagram stories, because that is in fact where the activism happens.
Oh yeah.
And she just keeps going. Maybe not knowing. I don't know. I don't know if she's an actual propagandist or if she believes these things, or if she's just, Zionist. I'm unsure where she lands. If a fiance could tell me what is in fact happening with her, that'd be great.
Oh my gosh.
My thing is, she's supposed to be a comedian.
Right.
I have never once found this woman funny. There's not a thing that makes me go, okay, but except for that one.
Right.
Not that.
Yeah,
all.
I'm searching the memory banks for a time that I was, folded over in laughter off of some Amy Schumer. And I feel like I've watched this special, like tried to or something.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I mean,
in the early days,
I'm sure.
In the not so offensive days, pre 50 Cent.
Well, you're thinking of Chelsea Handler or something. I don't know what's going on.
I thought
does 50 Cent do something with Amy Schumer?
I thought there was an Amy Schumer 50 Cent thing too. I could be wrong.
If there is, I don't know it.
Okay.
And I'm happy that I don't. Okay. I don't actually want to know about it. If there is, I don't want it.
Everything I know about this has been against my will.
Exactly. Unless the 50 is trying to, ruin her career. That's right. I just, if you're gonna do the Ja Rule tour,
right? 50, call in. Give us an update. Any corrections?
Anyway, she has been like peak white feminism for a long time, and does a lot of the was that racist? I didn't even realize. No way. Like, none of my Black friend told me that. So I don't have anything for her. And to see her do this is like, oh, yes, you were doing a lot of standing up for all these people, weren't you? In your stand-up specials, being racist. That's cool.
Listen.
I just, I'm over it. The celebrities somebody need to take their phones. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to know what you thought, actually.
Yeah.
You are ruining everything for me. Dang, now I forgot her name.
What is she in?
Michael Myers' mom.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't do this.
That was a bad take, bro.
Don't do this.
Don't.
It wasn't even a bad take. It was just, it's worse when you are just completely oblivious to what happened and you post a picture of Palestinian children saying, pray for Israel.
Right.
Must be so hard. There's too much information at fingertip. There is a computer in your pocket.
Literally.
In your pocket.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? I'm going to use this computer for
crime. Like crimes against
humanity. Where
humanity.
is a Batman when you need him?
Well. Like, come on. But not for real. No one needs your half-baked, uninformed, blissfully ignorant well wishes. It's disingenuous and disrespectful. We're witnessing genocide. This isn't a trending topic that is begging for your hot take. Like, that's not what your particular fans have tuned in for. I wonder what you think on, because you're not the news.
And apparently y'all don't even watch it or read it.
Right. Right.
Or you're getting your news directly from Elon Musk's version of Twitter.
Geez. Right.
And wow. Right. Okay. Let's just whoa.
Right. What's super interesting is they so often start with, this is complicated, or I don't know much about. Listen. The last time I checked, anything that you don't know much about, you don't dive in feet first. Like, my swimming isn't where I would like it to be. What I'm not going to do is jump into the deep end of anything. Like, ain't happening. You don't show up to the math test completely unstudied and think you're going to walk out of this with an A+.
I mean, there are people that definitely think that.
Yeah. Guess the way right through it, right? So, like, yeah, you're trying to navigate a minefield, and it's like, I don't know much about mines, but,
or fields,
but I'm going to find my way through this field. No, chill out. Like, and also it's just disrespectful. Like, really, you're taking up airspace. You're taking up radio space, social media space, airtime for people that are informed, that do know what they're talking about. It's like COVID all over again. No one wants to listen to the professionals. No one wants to listen to the historians.
Listen, we have been conditioned. If we've learned anything from COVID, the conditioning that has happened to not just, the American public, but globally, there has been a large effort to misdirect.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, it's propaganda is king when it serves. I mean, I know that you're going to play some Joe Biden classics. I think they're called the classics. They are called the hits. Yeah, the hits.
It's a singles album. Yeah.
A maxi single where you get a bunch of remixes.
Yeah. Best of Biden. No?
That is what it's called. I saw it. Yeah. It's called the Best of Biden.
Yeah. Bob. It's his Bob entry. It's his catalog.
I completely forgot what I was going to say now that I know that that's a single we can. I will say this, though. Good morning, Nina. And I'm happy you're listening. Thank you.
Oh, no.
We are not in trouble, Ambush.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. She says, I mean, if someone's got a casual 3 meal burning a hole in your pocket, you could buy us a full power signal with your pocket change. You hear that, Phil Knight? Huh? You wouldn't even feel it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Just, move a couple decimal points or something.
That's it. Definitely wouldn't feel it.
But for certain, put it through the News with My Fiancé peer-to-peer page, because I'm really going to win if we get a $3 million donation.
And, oh, yeah. I feel like...
I mean...
Could one imagine?
X-ray merch up like I am out of here.
She's like, I want the socks. I get that.
Oh, my God. I definitely want the socks. Huh? Oh, yeah. Need a new mug? $3 million?
$3 million.
Let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nina, we're going to get that full power signal. Just this morning.
Just right now. It's happening this morning.
Right this second. So I would love a music break.
Okay.
To Jambush. And then
I think maybe we topics real quick. The music break.
This is Ado's fault.
What happened? The Jambush?
Yeah.
I saw that coming. Ado's here. Hilarity will ensue.
It's true.
But yeah, so we'll be discussing Palestine today from a couple of different aspects. What's going on today? What is the latest news?
Mm-hmm.
The media and our government's complicity in pushing the Israel government's propaganda.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. intelligence be damned. And what does this documented deception mean for our near political future? Biden has been caught in a lie at least twice now. At least.
Not lying, Joe Byron.
Lying Joe Byron. Yeah.
Why you doing that, Joe?
Yeah. And on the local front, how you doing that, Joe? A possible interview with returning guest Ramsey of the Center for Study and Preservation of Palestine. We chopped it up with Ramsey like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago.
Been a minute.
Yeah. So yeah. All right, that's what we got.
Stick around, as they say.
Stick around. Oh man, the texts are pouring in. All right, we'll get to a music
Just
break.
like the donations.
Just like the donations.
Let me refresh the peer-to-peer.
Did you see anything new in there?
I'm working on it. Okay. Are you gonna play a song?
Yeah. Welcome back to News My Fiancé with Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush at 971-220-5979. That is 971-220-5979.
Yeah, money today.
Text that number, not my number, Rudo.
Too late.
Gave Scott Bale my number. Bro, show. Not appreciated. The fans gonna love it, so. All right. There's that about that.
Sure.
Yeah, so the pledge line is 503-233-9729. You can hit our peer-to-peer.
I liked it.
Okay. You can hit our peer-to-peer page.
Boom.
I just tried to combine those words there. You can go to the XRAY site, hit the donate button, make a donation there. And you can also, and preferably, go to News of My Fiance's Instagram. Right there. Bam. It's right there for you. It's the
right in
first
your
link.
face.
You can reorganize the list of links in the order of importance now. You know?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And most important is that peer-to-peer. Our peer-to-peer, hit that. Let
me tell you something before you jump into the story, because this is, I think, pretty important to the people who are going to become members or continue to give today. If you give today through tomorrow evening, I think it's like 11:59. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You are immediately entered to win a 2-month pinball machine home rental from Wedgehead.
Come on, man. Oh, home rental.
Look what just happened to you.
What?
Nina, I read the materials before today, so, I'm not surprised.
It's just in Wedgehead. I'm trying to think, what do I want?
Okay, that's actually not what we should be thinking about right now, because you are not getting this.
What? This is for other people.
Yeah. You can absolutely go to Wedgehead and you can rent one. They rent them, which is...
What if I email and be like, can you close my membership? And then I sign up for another one, right? Reapply, jump back in the membership pool.
Mm-hmm.
Then technically I am a new member.
You don't have to be a new member. You just have to give.
Oh.
To be entered to this.
I did read the
that's a lie.
Material.
We should just move forward. That's not.
All right. So then,
like, you could have just never said that.
I read everything all the time. I'm an avid reader. So I just think sometimes things need to be audiobooks for me, which I have never listened to.
That definitely makes you an avid reader.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So what if I just give?
I do my reading through my ears.
Are you trying to? Yes. I need to hear it to see it. So what you're telling me is I, Ambush, am disqualified from getting an at-home pinball machine because I am part of XRAY?
That is exactly what I'm telling you. I'm so happy I didn't have to say all of it. Like, yes, I could elaborate, but I think that we and everybody else has it. Are
you happy, FCC? You've infiltrated my home. You work for the feds.
Well, you're right about that.
My fiance's been flipped.
All right, that's not funny.
She's like, I ain't no cop, no snitch, no nothing.
None of the things.
Oh man. Okay. In less funny news, the U.S. That's us, guys. The United States.
Oh boy.
Vetoes a UN resolution calling for a humanitarian pause on the Israel-Hamas, in air quotes, war. That's so interesting. The United States voted to veto a United Nations Security Council resolution related to the conflict in a move that has sparked international debate. The United States has cast the sole vote against a United Nations Council resolution. This resolution aimed to condemn Hamas' attack on Israel while calling for a pause in hostilities to facilitate the delivery of humanitarian aid to Gaza. You heard me right. We voted against it. A total of 12 Security Council members voted in favor of this resolution, while both Russia and the United Kingdom abstained. Russia and the United Kingdom abstained from voting. Russia, sure, I get it. The UK, it's almost like it's a no vote. Anyways.
Well, I mean, how did we get here?
Yeah.
You know, who was like, you know what, take this place to live.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get why they're just like quiet.
Yeah. The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Linda Thomas Greenfield, defended the American position by stating, "We're on the ground doing the hard work of diplomacy. We believe we need to let that diplomacy play out." What are they? Okay. The resolution.
Well, you have to give it time. You know
what is happening right now that needs to cook?
More.
What are the U.S. efforts presently, right, that need more time to cook? Because last time I checked, Biden was begging them to cut water on.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, there were some black ops situations trying to get to the hostages. What's the diplomacy that is playing out right now? U.S. Like, what are you talking about?
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh,
you have to give it time to work. Is that
I know? You know what?
Did I win?
I don't know how I forgot that. Of course, this is definitely a thoughts and prayers situation.
Yeah.
Huh.
You got to give both time to cook.
Yeah. Thoughts need their own time at a certain temperature.
It's
and
true.
Then once you add prayers,
that's a different.
Yeah.
You got to change the temperature in the oven.
And rotate the racks.
Definitely.
Okay.
Flip halfway through.
Cooking with them, guys.
Okay.
All right. The resolution was initially drafted by Brazil and aimed to denounce violence against all civilians. However, the United States argued that it did not adequately emphasize Israel's right to self-defense. Historically, the U.S. has often used its Security Council veto to shield Israel from critical resolutions. Historically. That's so interesting. We have a long history of, shielding them from the UN resolution.
Why wouldn't we? I'm sorry. Don't want to jump into the.
Go ahead. Yeah.
What are we doing here? We are protecting some interests, right? That have absolutely nothing to do with anybody else's lives, not even the people that live in Israel. That like not Israelis, not Zionists, not anti-Zionists. Those lives don't matter either.
No, this ain't about lives, guys.
At all.
At all.
This is about land.
Yeah.
This is about having a foothold, having a friend.
And just in case,
whose house you can do some leave behinds at.
Just in case you guys are like, oh, this is speculation. We have the receipts to play for you a little bit later.
So I'll be quiet. You finish the story.
Yeah. The Security Council's veto comes amid escalating tensions in the region, including widespread protests in various countries following a devastating attack on a Gaza hospital on Tuesday. Palestinian authorities reported at least 471 casualties, attributing the incident to an Israeli strike, while Israel has blamed a rocket misfire by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, PIJ armed group. PIJ in turn rejected this allegation. Concerns have been mounting that other armed groups in the region could join the Israel-Hamas conflict due to the uncertainty surrounding the explosion's cause. Speaking before the Council, UN Middle East Peace Envoy Tor Wesenland expressed a grave concern, stating that the world was at a brink of a deep and dangerous abyss that could change the trajectory of the Israeli-Palestine conflict, if not of the Middle East as a whole. An earlier attack by Hamas into southern Israel, which resulted in numerous civilian casualties and hostages, has been widely condemned. While Israel authorities report that at least 1,400 people, mostly civilians, were killed in the attack, Western countries, especially the U.S., have faced criticism for their handling of potential Israeli violations of international law. Linda Thomas Greenfield says Hamas's own actions have brought this on. This severe humanitarian crisis. Yeah. The U.S. veto has also drawn international reactions, with Russia criticizing it as self-serving and hypocritical. Russia, which had previously drafted a resolution calling for a ceasefire, pointed to the veto as a demonstration of double standards in American foreign policy. Russia's UN ambassador Vasily Nebenzia says, "We have just been witness once again of hypocrisy and the double standards of our American colleagues." Hypocrisy? Where? What do you mean? Vasily? What do you mean?
Well, kind of trying to think of where to begin, there's been a lot of things. Lots of reports that just aren't true. Lots of statements that are based on reports that aren't true, viral videos from years ago, viral videos from Syria,
right?
Which is, if you were unaware, not either of the places that we are currently talking about. So, I guess maybe it isn't weird that no one knows what's happening, even the ones that have intelligence everywhere and CCTV of every second of every moment of Black Ops. Yeah.
Have y'all seen Patriot games? Have you guys seen Eagle Eye?
Never Eagle Eye.
Come on. What's the one with Will Smith and my guy that played Lex Luthor in the 80s? Dang, I'm sorry. I threw that way.
I'm not gonna be able to help you here.
Yeah. Man. He's got a video game that he bought for his son, and someone that had access to some machine that could see everything everywhere, and the government, they hacked it. They actually gave it to him. Oh man.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
So good.
Sorry.
Was it? Yeah, it's got Gene Hackman and Will Smith.
Gene Hackman was Lex Luthor?
Oh yeah. He was the greatest.
There's my key takeaway. Now what happens?
Enemy of the State? Is that it?
That's actually it. That is it.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't remember anything about this video game situation, but I do remember the movie poster for Enemy of the State.
Yeah.
And it has both of those people on it.
Yeah.
That you're talking about.
Yeah. It just feels weird to be in the United States, and I'm more informed and have a better hold of information than our government is purporting to have.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's be fair.
Like,
you don't. None of us do.
Right.
They know exactly what has happened. And when you have the drop on all the information and you know exactly what's going on, you have the advantage to craft the narrative that you want people to know.
Right.
So I'm, thinking more along the lines of some panicked phone calls of, did you just watch the footage? What are we going to do? What are we going to say? Oh, I've got an idea. That's what's happening right now. Why would we call for, a ceasefire when...
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy.
Now, here's the thing. They're on the record voting to veto this.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time that they have shielded the Israeli government from any type of retribution based on previous war crimes. For a lot of people...
I mean, you don't tell on your friends. But go ahead.
Stitches get stitches.
Exactly.
For a lot of people, this may be the first time that they're realizing how the U.S. has been conducting themselves on behalf of Israel.
Well, but is it on behalf of them, or is it on behalf of... Right. Like,
of oneself. Self-preservation.
And I wouldn't say preservation.
As the Russians have pointed out. Hypocrisy and self-preservation.
It abounds.
Sheesh.
I mean, that's the thing. It isn't for... We are not out here, we being the United States government.
Right.
We are not out here condemning colonization because how could you?
Right.
If you are refusing to recognize what has happened where you live, you're not going to recognize it happening in your face the way that, I mean, they recognize it because they know what it looks like.
Yeah.
But I mean...
They're intimately acquainted with behavior.
But you're not going to, I mean, we're not going to talk about it because, we might got to occupy a little bit over here. I don't know. Also, the amount of just showing up in other people's countries we do, and being like, hey, I'm home. Okay?
What's good?
Building a base. All right?
Dropping some troops.
Yeah. And you're going to do what about it? Absolutely nothing. I'm America.
Cool.
I mean...
Cool. Yeah.
There is no such thing as doing it on behalf of someone else. It is on behalf, for us, full gain, full stop. Like, that's it.
Period. Yeah.
You cannot be an ally with other countries, other people, whatever the situation is, if what really the end goal is just you at the end.
Right.
Right. Just you.
Man.
So, I mean, we'll be homies until, and then y'all gonna be mad at us.
Right. Y'all knew what it was when we got into this together.
I want everybody to just read more about why America even has an interest over here.
Right.
Why America is such a blank check for genocide.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Why do we do that? Like, here's the thing. We talk about local politics all the time and how we don't want our tax dollars going to certain things. And there are a lot of people who are like, jail the homeless, that are like, I don't want my tax dollars going to... You don't have a problem with this?
Right.
Like, those are the people that are like, you can't just print new money. Apparently you can. Yeah. Apparently you can just be like, I got it.
Yeah. Your money's
I'm ready. Here. Your money's no good here, actually. Let me give you mine.
They reach for the check so quick.
Like, that's it. Yeah. Yo.
Yeah.
We can't expect better to come from corruption. You just can't. Like, this is all for, our Joe Byron running over there and being like, hey, friends, hey, but at least give them some water. Like, how dare you go over there and not be like, war crimes, let's get you to the wherever you go. Like, right. You know what I mean? No, instead, hey, man, say, Jack, could you just do some water, please?
And like, even in that specifically, right? In our face, not cutting off water is the war crime. That's the criming has been done.
Indeed.
You're saying we are having conversations with Israel to cut the water back on. And in the same breath saying we have full belief that the Israeli government will continue to abide by the regulations of war. I'm sorry. What?
I believe that's called talking out both sides of your neck.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Just simultaneously. Just you don't even know what to do with yourself.
Okay. Cool.
Imagine asking, though. Imagine being the president of the United States and going, hey, listen, I know you've got some serious things to tend to, but if you could just put the water back on so we don't have to make a big deal of it. Like, what's the conversation?
Ooh.
War crimes, jail, right? Oh. There's no,
what? I have a theory on the conversation.
Oh, hit us.
Maybe the conversation is, hey, Joe, we're going to cut all the resources off.
Yikes.
And then Joe's like, okay, cool. And we'll ask for you to cut them back on one by one. So that way it looks like we're making some headway. We got things to negotiate and talk about.
This sounds like House of Cards. So I believe it.
Yep. We can stretch out negotiations week by week. First week we'll ask for water.
This is better propaganda than anything you're getting out of the United States government right now. So what you should do is definitely donate to our peer-to-peer page, because Ambush is coming up with the best, most accurate, obviously, fan fiction of this.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Give. I need time to be able to spin these, these stories out of control. Or are they?
Or are they?
And that's why I dropped the X-Files tape.
And then you say, I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I'm doing. I'm not stating facts. I'm asking questions.
Young Yosef Rowe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because then while we're pretending to let diplomacy play out, what's happening?
That is a heck of a way to say, hey,
people right on out.
Buy me a couple hours.
Yeah. Exactly.
Make it a couple days.
Exit through the gift shop. Friends, Egypt.
We're gonna.
That's what we're doing. That's what's happening.
Expletive.
Curse word.
Curse word. Whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I need a music break.
Okay.
I don't know about you.
All right. I could do for a
also, you got yelled at in the text messages, enemy of the state, all caps.
Yeah.
So you were correct.
That was it.
That was it.
Wait, I think I just saw something from Nina.
No.
No?
Music break.
All right. Okay. Music break it is. That's right. We're back. It's the fun drive. It is News of My Fiancé. It is Morgan Jones and DJ Ambush and King EDO in the building. Shoot us a text at 971-220-5979. That is 971-220-5979 to join the conversation. Also, hit the pledge line if you'd like. 503-233 X-Ray. That's 503-233-9729. But we would prefer that you hit the peer-to-peer.
I mean, yes, I want you, but we're not going to say prefer, really.
Okay.
When you call the pledge line, you just say, Oh,
you can do that.
I'm giving on behalf of News with My Fiancé.
Yeah.
You just can't forget that part.
Yeah, don't forget that part.
You should lead with it. Like, I heard about this place. I got your number from. That's what you should say.
Right.
I got your number from News with My Fiancé.
Boom. This is how we're connecting.
Here's my card number now.
Yeah. Give them all the numbers, all the relevant numbers. They're going to need your zip code. They're going to need that 3-digit code. All of it.
Yeah.
Expiration date.
You can become a member for $15 a month.
Boom.
You can also become a member for $35 a month.
Yeah.
Whatever, I mean, and up. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever you're comfortable with that's sustainable, throw it our way.
You know what I'm comfortable
We
with?
need a new power signal.
We
and
do.
Phil Knight has not come through yet. And
Yeah.
It's early.
So we'll wake him up.
You know, if I were a billionaire, I would not be awake right now.
Okay.
I've gotten the worm. I don't need to be the early bird anymore.
It's true.
You know?
It's true. Or you were, born with the worm. Like,
could have been that.
Legacy.
But
worms. Chilling out. Yeah. There's always that.
Either way, if I'm a billionaire, I'm not up right now. I guess it's not really that early anymore either.
Yeah.
But we haven't got the money from Phil.
Yeah.
So.
But this just in.
Oh.
I am actually eligible for the pinball situation.
Whoa, boy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Enter,
And actually.
So that means that DJs and hosts are, in fact, eligible if and when they donate.
Yeah. Yeah. And guess what? For me specifically.
Oh, can't wait.
My membership is up because my birthday happened and my debit card expired.
Yep.
And I know this happens to a lot of us, right? Huh? Cards expire and you don't realize that you think you're still supporting the station and you failed. You failed. You haven't supported the station that month or however many months your card has expired. Luckily for me, it's only been a month. September was last month. So, yeah, I get to hop back in there. Thank you for the reminder, Nina. Chase also reminded me as well last night. So thanks for the reminders, gang. And it's not a call out, it's a call in.
It's a call in.
So why don't you call in?
Oh,
503. Yeah, that was very good.
Segway King.
503-233-972 and then another 9.
Stop doing that. No one knows the number. Right, my man, 503-233-9729.
Yeah, I feel like you're stepping all on my wrist, bro.
I'm leaving, actually. Thank you for listening to News with My Fiancé. This will be a rebranded show.
Was this a series finale?
Yeah. Ambush is on his own.
I pray.
Oh, wow.
I pray Brianna never listens to this episode. I'll be in serious trouble.
I think you live on 405 now. I don't think
I've been put out of the house.
You're out of the house, fam. That does not work.
Man.
She's asked you. Just like 2 words. Don't use them. That's one of them.
It's on the air. I mean, hey, it's a fun word.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's a text that I'm going to read.
Okay.
I think the Biden administration would appreciate if you spent less time talking about their complicity in genocide and more time talking about how hot their meme game is on Truth Social.
Oh, God.
Okay. What, though? Because Truth Social.
That's a Trump situation.
Yeah. They over there memeing?
I hope. Maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's a spoof account.
No. I mean, I don't know. But I'm about to make a True Social account.
I feel like you already have one. You're still on Twitter.
Yikes! Okay, that was good.
Oh, man.
I am. And
yeah, we are.
What a world it's become.
It's a messy place.
I think I have said my theory before, but I'm going to say it again just in this moment. Elon Musk absolutely bought that in order to do this. This is in order to do dis and misinformation on a global scale for, whichever effort he or whatever moneyed interest decides we're going to, target or go for.
Mm-hmm.
And the legitimacy that, taking away the blue checks for people that verified something,
right,
and making it a pay as you go kind of,
Yeah.
literally anyone is now, like, my mom wouldn't know that the people pay for it now, right? So, like, if she got on Twitter, she'd be like, oh, this is reputable information.
Yeah. This is an official tweet from General Mills. It ain't.
Exactly that.
Right. It'd be like General and Mills.
And _2.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Blue check.
Like, this is what it was for. And I definitely was thinking more in the way of the election that will be coming in 2024.
Yeah.
But this is a solid test run. Like, there's enough things that are happening in the world to just check this, feel it out, see how it works. And boy, oh boy, mixed with the indoctrination that we just get of what makes a terrorist a terrorist.
Right.
And what makes someone a patriot.
I will say this specifically about Twitter. The blue checks, they kind of remind me of where I am because the feed is filled with them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're all paying for this.
Yeah.
This is where you are. This is the room that I'm in right now, where people would it's so much more important to them to appear to be verified for whatever they wish to accomplish at some point. I'm gonna. So, go ahead.
The point to be verified in this moment is that they actively boost you in the algorithm and they actively suppress non-blue check, non-paid subscribers. So you can have thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of followers, and still the engagement look different. And I'm, shadow banning is one thing, and then just sort of suppressing where your reach. It's very slight different.
Well, Morgan, have no fear.
Oh.
Because I saw a Google News update earlier this week that in the near future, all new Twitter subscribers will be charged $1 to join Twitter.
What does it mean?
Yeah. So for all your burner accounts that you want to set up, MJ, you're going to have to pay $1 for them.
No. Easy answer.
All right.
Off.
Off it.
Delete. Uninstall.
Yeah.
No, thank you. You already have my data. I'm not giving you money.
Right.
You have already stolen things from me. I'm not going to give. Yeah, like, no, not doing it. And not to that, like, no, it's a hard no. Well, they're just going to be filled with bots. Just keep going with they can just talk to each other. All the bots can, like, yell at each other.
Yeah. Since we're talking about X, formerly Twitter, were you aware that the Prime Minister of Israel tweeted then deleted? This is a struggle between the children of light and the children of darkness, between humanity and the law of the jungle. Tweeted it, then deleted it.
That is what makes it a more powerful tweet.
Yeah.
When you
make people wish they saw it.
No, when it's like, this post has been deleted. It's just like, it's a billboard for, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie doodles. Hit enter too fast.
I was hacked.
I was absolutely hacked.
Yeah.
I did put it on every single social media feed I have, but that's because I was hacked.
Yeah. But it's a pattern. It's a really sloppy pattern I've been watching with them. They commit the war crime, own it and brag about it, delete the tweet, push the new false narrative, and then the American media just, this is totally what was happening the whole time, guys. The new narrative. This is what, this is what's been happening.
What makes me upset is that there even needs to be another narrative. And the reason why is you are already in control of the narrative. No water, no power,
Yep.
No food. The narrative is yours, bro. What do you need to do stand here in strength and solidarity with me and my rockets. And then just kidding. No, I didn't do that. They did that to themselves.
Right.
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself. Like that don't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even a little bit. I don't know how people are still, again, I say, you have a computer in your pocket. You can actually look up information outside of whatever screen you normally look at. Go to a different news site.
Yeah. The receipts are out there, guys.
There's so much information. This is not, there is no, which way do I go? Who do I support? Easy, clear cut. Third largest military in the world versus a football team. You're not going to tell me that they're the victims too. You don't get to be both. I mean, that is America's stance. Yeah. We are forever and always the biggest victor and the biggest victim out there. So I don't know whose playbook. Is it ours or theirs? But we're all running from it. We're all doing the same thing. And it's a no.
Yeah.
This is not hard to figure out. This has absolutely nothing to do. Do not be distracted. This has nothing to do with religion. Not even a little bit.
Not even close, y'all. Not even close.
This doesn't have anything to do with the individual citizens of either of these places.
Right.
Who's in charge? You do not get to occupy, push out, colonize. All of the, there are settlements where they're just pushing people out. And I know that this isn't news, but it needs to be truly understood. That's happening right to now.
Right.
They are pushing people out and then saying they hit us unprovoked. Who's in charge, though? And this isn't about intelligence. This isn't the Israeli government didn't really see it coming. Lies and fabrications.
Right.
You do not. You are the third largest, and you got us in your and we're over here here, let me just feed you a little bit more. More information.
Right.
You know what you should do.
When you said feed me a little bit more, it reminded me that Netanyahu just recently asked for $10 billion.
To do what?
Emergency aid. Need that $10
to billion. Do what?
Well, to continue America's mission.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. What are you asking for then?
Yeah. So we mentioned a little bit earlier, we had some receipts. And I want to shout out Middle East Eye for putting this compilation together. We got some of Biden's greatest hits. Ready for your listening pleasure. See if I can pull this first clip up.
It's about time we stop, those of us who support, as most of us do, Israel in this body. We're apologizing for our support for Israel. There's no apology to be made. None. It is the best $3 billion investment we make. Were there not an Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel to protect her interest in the region. The United States would have to go out and invent an Israel.
Were there not an Israel, the United States would have to invent an Israel.
To protect her interests. To protect the ain't got nothing to do with a life. Not one has nothing to do with a religion. Not one. Protect her interests.
Right.
Our interests are what?
Right.
Over there. I wonder what we would want in the Middle East. I wonder what we would want in between more powerful Arab nations.
I wonder. Joe, could you tell us?
Do
you have
Joe Byron on the horn?
More words with which you
Get him
can
on the
enlighten
horn.
us.
The second part is people should understand by now, this should be crystal clear, that Israel is the single greatest strength America has in the Middle East. I always say to my friends when they say those things to you, I say, imagine our circumstance in the world were there no Israel. How many battleships would there be? How many troops would be stationed? I used to say early on when I was a kid, I'd say, when I was a young senator, I'd say, if I were a Jew, I'd be a Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
spitting.
Yo.
That hot fire.
Joe got bars.
Joe
got bars. You did it, Joe.
Joe said, put it on a t-shirt.
I am a Zionist.
I am a Zionist.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist. Is that what he said?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know how many troops? How much?
Battleships. You know how many battleships would have to be there if Israel didn't exist? Bam! That's not even like, oh, he said the quiet part out loud. He gave you the plan. He was like, would you like to watch the tape with me? Friday Night Lights. Let's go.
Friday Night Lights, right.
In what regard? Also, you know what makes me mad real quick before you keep going, because there's more, unfortunately?
Yeah.
I know that there are people that know that they saw this footage as it was happening. You know what I mean? They heard these speeches as it was happening.
Right.
The fact that Joe Byron has been a part of U.S.
legislature,
just the entire government, he has just worked his way through it for more than my lifetime. And all of this footage is just out here, and he's still going to be the choice? Still? Like, just even when he ran.
Right.
Him and Anita Hill alone is enough, you know? Like, but you out here on some loud and proud, I'm a Zionist?
Right.
Why, Joe? Tell us why.
So we got a couple texts that said they actually did start a Truth Social account just to dunk on Trump in his own platform. and probably, yes, to distract us from Israel.
I think definitely. I mean, you make us laugh.
Wow. Got another one. Y'all are speaking truth and historical context. Thank you.
We be trying.
But, enough from us. Joe, what you got?
Progress occurs in the Middle East when everyone knows there's simply no space between the United States and Israel. There is no space between the United States and Israel when it comes to Israel's security. There is only one nation in the world that has unequivocally, without hesitation, and consistently confronted the efforts to delegitimize Israel. At every point in our administration, at every juncture, we've stood up on behalf of the legitimacy of the state of Israel. The security of Israel and the United States is inextricably tied, and we will never, ever, ever abandon Israel out of our own self-interest. I also emphasize what I've said throughout this conflict.
No, I'll wait. Oh, no, okay. I will say that. I just want to be clear that no matter at what point Joe has said any of these clips, like, it doesn't matter what year it is, Israel was actively occupying Palestine.
Right.
Every single time he said this.
Right.
Actively. They were already killing people.
Right.
They were already taking land. They were already in charge.
Right.
And he like, you dang right, Jack.
Yeah.
And there's no room in between us and you're right. You're right. You're right.
So that particular clip, that first clip we played, the very first one was from June 5th, 1986. The one you're referencing where there's no room, that was from March 2010. So
as in the 2010?
Yes. So the clips have been 1986, March 2007, March 9th, 2010, March 4th, 2013. And then the one we have coming up next is November 10th, 2014.
I'll give it.
Oh, wait, let me pull that. Oh, that's the last one I played. The next one, I'm sorry.
The United States fully supports Israel's right to defend itself against indiscriminate rocket attacks from Hamas and other Gaza-based terrorist groups that have taken the lives of innocent civilians in Israel.
That one was March 21st of 2021.
2021?
And then the last one I had for you is October 26th of 2022, just last year.
We're also going to discuss the ironclad commitment, and I'll say this 5,000 times in my career, the ironclad commitment the United States has to Israel based on our principle, our ideas, our values. They're the same values. And, I've often said, Mr. President, if there were not in Israel, we'd have to invent one.
He's right about that. He has often said, if they're not in Israel, we have to invent.
Yeah, ironclad, steadfast, support, allyship, brothers in arms.
Yeah.
Because of our principles, shared principles and values.
Oh, yeah.
Shared principles and values. Like, there's not one time in the timeline of every clip that Israel wasn't actively occupying Palestine.
Correct.
That people weren't living under occupation. Which is, one of the things that I can't get over, how it's like, folks, last week it was violence isn't the answer. And what do you think life under occupation breeds?
Right.
What do you think occupation does? What do you think it means?
Right. What do you think occupation is?
You have to be violent to occupy an entire area.
Mm-hmm.
And to, make... I'm really trying to choose my words because just making them disappear be a priority. Like, that's not actually just having your own place to live now.
Right.
That is the issue with nationalism. You can't get past. You got to leave some people out. You have to actively make sure that there are people that are not a part of it. And all of these people that believe they are always going to be a part of it, I got news.
Right.
It doesn't work that way. Shout out to, all of the conservative white women that are like, wait, why are the conservative men being mean to us? Oh no. We spent all this time fighting for what you wanted. And we got you a bunch of these things, and now you're going to tell us it's our fault?
We got a text that what politician with any chance to go anywhere on the national scene does not support Israel? You're raining on Byron, but it doesn't matter who sits in that chair, including Jimmy Carter. Says the same thing.
I mean, you're not wrong. So far, we have not had anybody sit in that chair that had any sort of dissent to this.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And it absolutely actually pains me. And I am not a, Barack Obama changed my life person. But it pains me to see that man up there do these kind of things and say, unequivocally, we stand with Israel. Do we? Do you?
We just got to say it. They got to just be more explicit with it and just be more plain. Unequivocally, we are Israel.
They don't need to be more plain. You literally just played every single one of those things that said exactly that.
It's true.
There is no coded language here.
Yeah.
The coded language is using pulling the George Wallace. And if you're going to call me a racist, I'm calling you a racist. They have been able to use that strategy and say anything that you say about Zionism or the government in Israel, you are anti-Semitic.
Yep.
That's it. That has worked. That is working right this second. So many people lost their jobs for saying free Palestine because somehow that means anything other than that. It is hard to understand how we aren't all on the same page of nobody is free until we are all free. If there are people in open air prisons, nobody's free. And in order to keep those people in those open air prisons, in order to keep those people in to occupy their land, to restrict their movement, to be in charge of their water and their food, you have to be violent. There is no peaceful way to do that. There is no peaceful way to say, actually, no food for you.
Right.
Actually, no humanitarian aid. Actually, no hospital. Actually, evacuate this way. Bombs.
Right.
Like, what? There is no way to do any of this peacefully. And you cannot talk about anything being unprovoked when we are decades into apartheid.
Right.
What do you mean? Read a book. I mean, like,
a little bit.
In what regard? Could anybody be like, I don't know which way to go? Right.
Someone said, one of our text messages, you spend so much energy, emotion, and time in educating the world on apartheid 101, as if South Africa never happened. It's so much harder with Israel expertise in misinformation strategy. That person also said, thank you for today's program. It means a lot to this Palestinian.
Solidarity.
Facts.
All day. Always.
Someone said, but Fiancé, can we talk about what's happening with the House Speaker? That's scary. And then,
oh, man, you know what? I do want to talk about that.
I know.
And recreational Jordan, I don't understand how he's out here.
Someone said, y'all need a longer show. It's true.
There's a lot to talk about.
So much.
Jim Jordan, this entire speakership, I will just say, is peak unseriousness of the United States government. It literally just displays for us all, nobody there is serious. No one cares. They're collecting paychecks. They are collecting checks in our face, directly playing in our face.
We got some money was moving this morning.
Money movement?
Yeah. Someone hit Lee Shaker's page. Shout out to Scott D for donating Lee Shaker's peer-to-peer.
I mean, okay.
All money in. All money in.
Trying very hard not to be bitter. It's fine.
Well, you know what? You have no cause to be bitter because we also got a donation.
That's what I'm talking
Anonymous.
about. $3 million.
I don't have the dollar amount here, but They said, still the best show on XRAY.
Yeah, thank you.
You hit all the spots. Super thoughtful rants on the news. Funny convo. Big love. Hot jams. Thank you.
Oh, we got another one.
Uh-oh.
I'm on the peer-to-peer page.
Oh.
And there's another one from an anonymous friend. And the comment says, would happily read Ambush's geopolitical fan fiction.
Bam. Okay. Ado, are you taking notes? We're doing it.
Ado's taking notes,
all
and
right.
so is Rudo. He's going to help you get the layout, show you where you can get it printed. Y'all, enough is enough.
Right.
Like, as a people of this country, we needed to be revolting decades ago.
Right.
But you absolutely cannot, we cannot sit and just armchair chat about this kind of thing.
No.
This is that moment where you're like, you read about the Holocaust as a kid and you were like, how did they let this happen? This is one of those.
This is it.
This is one of those moments. Decades of occupying, decades of segregation, subjugation. Like, yo, there's zero thing you can say that makes it all right. There's nothing that says, it's just a little bit of genocide.
Right. Just a teens.
Just a dash.
Just a skosh.
I mean, just check the numbers. Check the numbers of who dies in these conflicts. We're talking third largest military versus basically a football team. And obviously that's an exaggeration.
Right. But yeah.
Ain't that far off.
That's how the odds are stacked. Speaking of check the numbers, just got a update here. News of My Fiancé is in second place.
Quit playing with me.
On the peer-to-peer.
Excuse me?
Kindly. That's what's going on. You're listening to X-Ray FM at KXRY Portland at 91.1 and 107.1 FM, and in the Halem, Wheeler, Manzanita, and Rockaway Beach at 91.7 FM, streaming online everywhere at xray.fm.
Which money song are you going to play us out? Will it be like For the Love of Money? Would it be... Oh, wait. Now I can't. I see it now.
Yeah, I actually have a money song. It's so crazy. I had a money song lined up. It's so funny that you would even say that. So great.
Yep, stepped on my own joke.
Sorry about that. Sorry. We did have a couple more texts.
Talk to me nice.
History of nonviolent resistance of Palestinians is vast, yet so severely disabled by the U.S. Ooh. Yeah. Honestly, this is why I'm confused about the push to call out our Congress people. Not a single one of them is going to waver. And even if they do, it's not going to change the power structure.
True.
To call out Israel, the U.S. would have to admit its own war crimes to not be a hypocrite. You are correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I don't, I will just say this, forever and always, I do not believe any of them care about hypocrisy.
No.
Doesn't matter what side of any aisle. They don't care.
No.
There's a justification for everything, even when there isn't. Even when the justification is, classified documents or on a classified document.
Yeah.
In Mar-a-Lago or something.
There is a war happening. It's not Israel versus Palestine. It's not Israel versus Hamas. It's a PR war. It's a decades-long propaganda war.
Not a publicity stunt.
That's a popularity contest. Yeah.
The conditioning and indoctrination that has happened for our entire lifetimes, because again, decades and decades and decades and decades of occupation. What has happened makes, gives legitimacy to everything that Israel, the government of Israel says.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Israeli government tells us it's, that wasn't us that did that thing. Immediately, that is reported as fact. They say there are decapitations.
Yeah, all types of stuff.
Immediately believed. Mass R words. Immediately believed. Proven wrong. Not so loud, though.
Right. Everyone's quiet.
Not so loud with that one.
No retraction. Yeah.
The indoctrination that is, they are always, what they are saying is true. What they are saying is right. That is one of the biggest things that we have the ability to control. We can say, no, I'm not. I'm going to check into that before I do anything else.
Yep. We didn't get a chance to jump into this, but I do want to leave with you guys. This question. What does this mean for 2024? I feel like watching Biden perform in such a manner, it's gonna hurt his re-election.
The amount of people that I just saw online say, I'm absolutely not going to vote for this person, astronomical.
Right.
So not looking great.
Yeah. Yep. So thank you. This is News of My Fiancé, Morgan Jones, DJ Ambush, and our podcast editor, Kyle G. Can't do it without you, sir. Thank you, everyone that sent in text messages. Thank you, everyone that donated during the show.
Thank you.
We ran a little bit over. We apologize for that. But you know what? Don't let the individuals distract you from the systems. Poverty is a policy choice. People over profits. Power to the people. None of us are free until we are all free. Thank you so much for listening. And catch you next week.
Bye.